Okay, you're in there.
So here we go. This is Season 1, Episode 3 of the Positive Vibe Enthusiast. And tonight is a very special night, coming to you straight out of, where in the world is Courtney? Courtney filling in for Allison tonight. Courtney, where are you?
I'm in Indiana, Northwest Indiana.
Woo! We got two Hoosiers in the house. Our second Hoosier in the house is Damo. How you doing tonight, Damo?
I am doing well.
All right. And Tony, I know you was traveling, and you back, and you ready to go. How you doing tonight, Tony?
I am doing wonderful. It is a Sunday, and it's a fun day, and we're going to make it great.
Yes. And our special guest filling in for Siobhan tonight, because Siobhan couldn't
Drum roll.
It's the one and only, the Positive Vibe Enthusiast, Mom. I call her Ma, and y'all can call her Ma tonight, or Tamara. It's up to you. How you doing tonight, Ma?
I'm doing great.
Oh man, I am so excited to have you guys on tonight, and I'm going to kick it off with a question that Damo presented earlier this week that had me going, that is a good one. I have a long list on this one, but I'm going to kick it off to y'all. What is one thing, or one item, shall I say, that you didn't realize was expensive until you got older?
Having a kid.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We are quite expensive.
She ain't never lied.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't never lied.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna go with medical insurance. Medical insurance. It's
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna say the dentist. Okay, the dentist. Boy, they poke you with needles, and then next thing you know, give me $250. Okay, even with insurance.
Yes, even the eye doctor. I just went to the eye doctor last Saturday. We had to pay $1,200 out of pocket for our. Yes.
Did you get an eye implant?
What? Yes.
She got Ray Charles
out of pocket.
No,
Yes.
Dominique.
For keys and eye glasses and
No.
contacts, you have to pay $1,200.
No, y'all got some eye.
Yeah, what insurance you have?
No.
I know not to get that.
That is
What?
crazy.
Yes. So.
What kind of glasses y'all probably get? Some Ray-Bans?
He did get Ray-Bans.
Oh, okay. Now they
Okay. Gotta go to the optical.
Yeah. But yeah, it's expensive now. It's just expensive.
But I think with the eye doctor, you have to, for my insurance, the year I either pay for an eye exam for my glasses or contacts. And if I do both, then it's going to come out something.
I don't know, y'all. I'd be at America's Best, the eye club, and then I take that prescription and I go on the exam.
Well,
I think the total cost is under $50. I can see.
Wait a minute, to hear any of you all complain about that, just think about your parents paying all of that money from birth until you stop getting money from them.
Hey.
So what you all talking about ain't nothing.
But I don't know. I still don't understand how Dominique spent that much, because even with me and Jazzy, we ain't spending no $1,200, boo.
Yeah, $1,200.
I think I would write corporate on that one.
Yeah. Well, I have a special kind of contacts. I mean, I have astigmatism, which really doesn't mean anything.
Oh yeah,
but I also have these contacts. They're called Air Optic, so I can wear them for a month. So I have like these specialty contacts.
No, I get those same. I have the same exact ones from. I will say I pay $65 a box. I have astigmatism and Air Optics. I get the same ones from America's Best. Girl, join the eye club.
I get 6 boxes. You get a year supply.
Oh yeah, she got a year, so she went up front. I buy 6 months, and I make that month. I make that month last, maybe 2. Okay.
Hey, right.
Yeah, dude.
Please.
Courtney said, I still got mine from last year.
I swear. I get my contacts. I be like,
Try 'em.
like, how long do I got?
Facts.
Like, you gonna tell me something? I'm a whole adult. How long do I got to take care of, Doc?
Hey, I can't even.
Like,
I've been known to lose the trials and come back. Like, hey, I never. Yeah, I've done some things.
I left it on the plane.
Hey, you guys remember back in school when color contacts were in?
Oh yeah, Tasha.
Man,
Yes.
I thought I was doing it with the hazels and the greens. Man, you could tell me nothing.
Oh
In the
Lord.
gray.
That's why your cut. That's why
I
your
wanted the
astigmatism.
gray
I know, right? Oh my
You paying
god.
for that? You paying for it now? That
I
color's
am,
coming
man.
back.
Whew.
Yeah, Lord.
I mean, Oprah. Oprah made it famous. So when I think about color contacts, I always think about Oprah.
Oh, she had color contacts.
Yeah, she did.
I didn't know that color contacts.
Yeah, I'm
Really?
like, that's news to me.
Yeah, when she first came out, like she.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was. That was her thing. Like she was skinny and she had some color contacts. Like it was quite interesting.
Ooh.
She was skinny too. I don't remember that.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. She was big and then she got skinny and then she got big again. My fault, y'all. The timeline was all messed up.
Then got big
Yeah,
again.
yeah. And now she just gave up and now she's pushing WW. And if y'all watch those commercials for Weight Watchers, nobody's watching their weight. It's pretty interesting to me. But I digress.
I've actually tried that Weight Watchers and it works.
It did?
It really yes.
How much weight did you lose?
I lost 10, but you have to literally follow it though. You have to follow the point system.
Okay.
And it's based off of your current body weight, height, your measurements. But everybody points are different. But I think I had 24 points a day that I can use. But there is a lot of like free food that you can eat. So like chicken was free, so you can eat as much chicken as you want. Or like,
well, I got a question. Does it matter how in the manner in which the chicken is prepared?
No.
Oh Lord!
Eggs
I go to Popeyes every day.
Right?
Eggs were free. Eggs were free, but now it's like I think it's 1 or 2 points now. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like the specialty bread at like Aldi was like 2 points. So, oh no, it was cool.
Not bad.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you feel your age? Like 30s, but is there anything that's like sometimes I still feel like I'm 16, but sometimes it's like, I forgot this old 35-year-old or 34-year-old liver, like, is there something that makes you feel your age?
I think for me, it's like going out. Like I have to take a pre-nap before going out. And even if I do take that pre-nap of going out, I can't stay out like how we used to stay out and then go to breakfast and then probably go to somebody's house and then fall out. No, it's like, what's the event? And then I'm going to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will catch y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I can't hang like that no more at all.
Yeah, Courtney, because I know we hung out once. And, the team will turn up.
Mm-hmm.
You was tardy for the party a little bit. It was like, girl, it's only 8:00.
I was like,
dang.
But
Tony likes to hop from.
In her defense, she did not.
Tony hops from like club to club, and I'm like, Tony, where we finna go now? He's like, we gotta go across the street. I'm like, I thought the event.
Okay, so let me jump in here and say, start having dinner at 3:00.
Oh, that's early.
Oh Lord,
that's like lunch.
That's
lunch.
No.
That's lunch.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
That's her future.
Oh my God.
I'm young, okay?
Yeah, so stop complaining.
Okay, yeah, she put us in our space.
That is funny. What about you, Damo? What's one thing that makes you feel you're like, okay,
Okay, I
age
guess
check.
when I was younger, well, I still do it now, but it's kind of hard. But I used to sit. Well, I still do. Let me stop saying it. I sit on my leg, right? When I'm sitting down. So sometimes I'll sit on like my leg or my foot, right? So I noticed when I was younger, I can sit on my leg for a long period of time, like my foot for a long period of time, and don't feel any aches or pains when I get up and start to walk again. But now that when I'm in my office and I decide to sit on my foot or my leg, like literally after like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm aching. Like I can barely even move my legs. Like it's all cramped up. I feel like a pretzel.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
I
That's
feel like
pretty
a
bad.
pretzel. It is bad. It is bad.
Hell, I could do that.
I'm like, what is going on? So that means that I need to like stretch more, maybe do some yoga, so.
Yoga, yep, yoga class.
You know what, Siobhan, she did tell us about that sip and what is this? Sip and stretch, or that's coming soon. So we might have to look into that. What about you, Tony?
Oh, when I tie my shoes, I'm like, oh Lord. Yeah. Sometimes I just want to put them slip-ons on. Yeah. Because you got to sit in the chair. It ain't like, you got to sit in the chair. You like, ooh, I'm getting old. Oh Lord. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, all right. That's why I got a gym membership now. I'm going at least 3 times a week and getting that situation set. I know.
Tony 2.0 coming soon.
I know. Watch out.
I'm ready for it. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess another question I have. This is something fun. I have a lot of cool things, but again, I'm the host. This ain't about me. I want to know what's something that's on y'all bucket list.
I would like to travel to the Middle East, go to Egypt, see some of those pyramids and the mummies, things like that.
Okay, that's something that's very doable. Well, when the world opens back up.
Yeah, when they start liking Americans again.
Well, for me, I would say I did my bucket list yesterday. I upgraded to first class, and it was fabulous. Oh, they knew my name, and they was giving me so much food I could drink. I'm like, oh Lord. I was like, how I'm gonna make my connection? Because y'all gonna make me turn up on this plane. I'm like, ooh, and they just kept bringing the Tito's. The girl was like, she's like, I don't know how you like it. So she gave me 3 of them. I'm like, oh Lord, do I get? I'm a lush on my head or what? But it was fun. And then I had my little earbuds in. And I was having my own little party in that seat. And the man was looking over there at me. I'm saying, hey, I'm in first class. You stay over there, and I'm over here. I'm like, yes. It was so much room.
Goodness.
I was almost laying down. I said, this is nice. You all cramped up in that little car seat they got in the back.
Car seat.
So I got to get a new one. But yeah, it was nice. You should definitely try it if you can afford it and you can splurge and take care of yourself. It was real nice. I'm like, man, I should have been doing this all the time, but I just didn't have the money. But yesterday, I was feeling some type of way, and I was like, the girl's like, well, if you upgrade, it's just $100. I said, run it. Run it.
Yeah, like I will say, once you travel first class, it is hard being back with the commoners.
Yeah.
It is.
I learned the hard way. With this airline that will I won't mention, basically, because I paid $100. I thought both flights, the connection in this flight, I was gonna get first class. I was back in coach that second ride around. I was like, this is horrible. I'm like, girl, yeah. I'm like, Miss. She's like, she's just. No one knew my name on that flight.
So you were back with the peasants.
I know. I'm like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
But I got home.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
I'm glad you enjoyed your first class.
Oh yes, it was nice.
What about
I was taking
Courtney?
pictures out. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Keep going, Tony.
No, I took pictures and videos of me sitting there, but I was like, no, it's 30 people. I was gonna frame my ticket, and I was like, Tony, you team too much. Shred that, throw it in the garbage. It ain't like you act like you never gonna be there again. That was my mentality. I was like, you know what, you gonna visit it again. You gonna visit again. So it's gonna be all right.
Manifest.
Yes, manifest. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Courtney? What's on that bucket list?
I would love to ride on an elephant
Ooh, that's fun.
somewhere
Mm.
overseas.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do that.
I can just imagine Courtney like in Aladdin. She coming in like a princess.
I would be so happy.
Yeah, elephants are they're special to me. Y'all know I collect elephants, little trinkets, and
I love them.
That I think I have to go to Bali for that, right? They're doing it in Bali. I know that. You can go to Bali and
How they do it in? Yeah, I gotta get that courage to go overseas. I don't have a passport, y'all.
oh, well, I mean, it's not hard to get one though. You just go to
No, she can go get the real ID.
Get
the
your
real
ID with the
takes.
star. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll be fine. That's all you need now.
Yeah, you only pay $10 and they take the damn picture.
Nice.
Well,
I'm up on that because I'm moving to Morocco or Panama.
Hey, she gone, y'all.
Oh wow.
Mom's gone. She out of here. She said 2 fingers.
For real.
Damo,
Like
did
you
you say
said,
your
when that
bucket
world
list
opens
item?
back up.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
You still thinking?
Oh no, I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to talk about. I guess one thing on my bucket list, and I can kind of be jinxing myself, but I'm trying to get to the point where I am hopefully nominated in the next 5 years or before I turn 40. But I don't know if you guys ever, well, in Indiana, they have this 20 under 40. Northwest Indiana, it's Indiana's 20 under 40. And these are the people who are like kind of contribute to the community or, business community or just community as a whole. And you're nominated by, like your organization, within your organization or outside the organization, just kind of giving back to the community. So that is like on my bucket list to get nominated.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. We put an out.
Fingers crossed. One day.
But
Manifest.
so what? You don't plan to live no longer than 40? My God, this is a bucket list.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are other things I want to do, but this is within the next 5 years, because it's the top 20 under 40. So that's one thing that's on my bucket list. But other than that, I definitely want to travel outside of the United States. But within the United States, my husband and I would like to rent an RV and just kind of travel different states within the U.S. And then I want to travel outside the U.S. to different countries.
Oh,
that sounds fun.
Yeah, I like that.
RV, like that. Yeah, I'm down with the RV.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still around, but I'll throw mine in there. I want to go to see the redwoods in California.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if they got burnt down, y'all, or not.
Tashi, they might be. You gotta Google them.
Dang, maybe I gotta go to California and just hug a picture of a redwood. But either way, that was one thing that I would definitely want to do. That's on my list of things. But who knows? All right, so we got our bucket list together. What's another question I had? I wrote these down, y'all. Okay. We don't really talk about politics here, but we know some funny ish happened this week. Mm-hmm. I want to know one word that sums up your reaction to hearing about POTUS's diagnosis.
The car continues.
Oh my gosh.
That's more than one word.
Oh, cartoon.
Convenient.
Mm-hmm.
If you think of go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you think about the debate, and then after the debate, you conveniently contract the virus.
I was thinking that too, Dominique, but I'm like, let me stop. Because he wasn't wearing a mask though, so it's like, well, maybe he did get it. So it's like, it was like I don't know.
That a-hole already had it, and he knew he had it. He learned about Hope Hicks, and then when he went to I don't know, pay his respects to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Him and his wife come out there with a freaking mask on when they don't normally wear a mask. What's up with that? He learns about Hope Hicks having the virus, and he continues on to do his fundraising, and he knew he was in close proximity to Hope Hicks and still went to the debates.
Yeah.
I cannot put this into just one word. I don't have one word. I have several words, and they're not nice.
Okay. We gonna move it. It's the positive vibe enthusiast, Ma.
No, I ain't positive on this, so I got to skip this question.
Okay.
Oh, she got real.
Yeah. I just thought.
Well, I don't have a one word. Mine is just I have no pity. I have no pity for him.
Neither do I. I'm with you.
Yeah.
None. None. My heart just don't work like that. Like, will I pray for him? Yeah, but I mean, I have no pity. It's like you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
It's like I can't. Yeah, no pity.
Well, one thing I do say is this positive. I just really hope that when he does recover, if he does recover, that he comes out and apologizes to the American people and really push the initiative to wear masks, because a lot of people legit think this is fake. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'll share a story real quick. I walk every morning every morning, but the majority of my mornings I walk. And when I was walking in Northwest Indiana, several people stopped me because I was wearing my mask since the beginning. I always work out of my mask, and even on my outside. And I had people harass me and stop me, like, "Why do you have that mask on? And what are you doing? It's all fake news." Like, legit, harassing me because I got a mask on. I'm just like,
where were you walking at? You was out here, or were you in Houston?
Wicker Park in Indiana. That's real.
You got to understand that out here it's a red state.
Yeah.
But I'm in Houston. I wear my mask every morning out here. No one says a thing. Matter of fact, 90% of us have on our mask in the morning.
It's a red state, and it's also a Republican state.
So is Texas. Even though I am in a blue city, though.
Well, Texas, Texas is too. But I think, I don't know, out here it's just these conservatives out here.
Very conservative.
They ain't no joke.
Yeah, I
no joke.
It's pretty interesting to me. I don't know. I digress. But I guess my one word is karma.
Oh, karma. Yep.
Karma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fitting.
Yeah.
That's what I told. I was telling somebody that the other day. I said, "Damn, karma's a bitch." I said he either has the virus or karma is a bitch, because it's just crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Everybody knew something was wrong with that man.
No,
and he is not going to be apologetic once he's healed and out of there.
Didn't you guys watch his video? He posted a video while in the hospital.
Look, and when he get out, he's going to say that was fake news.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That is the funniest thing. Okay. We always end on a positive note. I like that. Thanks for that, Jim Ma. Another question is for y'all. What's one profession, if money wasn't an issue, if you didn't have to worry about anything like that or making a living, what's one profession that you guys would do?
What I'm doing now.
Really? Still doing it?
Yeah, because I make a decent living, but it's not much, But I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy helping people,
That's good.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. What I was doing with, working at a HUD property, I really did enjoy it, the people, and I was helping, trying to make a difference. So yeah, I think I would continue to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine is the same.
Okay, is everybody doing what they love? What about you, Tony?
Yeah.
That's a good question. If money wasn't I was sitting there trying to think, and then now you brought it up. I was like, I thought I had a little bit of extra time here, but I have to think about that one because not that I'm all about the money, but it's like yeah, I need some reason to go into work. Like yeah, being a certified meteorologist is a rewarding thing. Would I do it for free? No, but I never thought about that because, ever since I grew up, I've always wanted to work at a TV station. I know I've made a career switch recently, but I'm thinking about going back to television because you always think the grass is greener on the other side. But I'll definitely have to think about that. I think for those that don't know what they would do if everything was all good. But I just thought about it. I probably would give back to the communities. I will be an entrepreneur, or not entrepreneur. I will be one of those folks that go out and give out. I want to be the Black Bill Gates. Okay.
Oh yes, that's
Okay.
good.
I
Yeah.
just give him money. You get a car. You get a car. You get this. Yes. Just call me Mr. Giveaway.
Well, actually, Tony,
Yeah.
I was hoping you would say something like an astrophysicist because, with we're hearing about this, what is it, a comet or a meteor, whatever, heading towards Earth and to hit us by November 2nd. But now they're saying it's not going to hit us. I would want to know someone personally
Mm-hmm.
to tell me the real deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. And all of this climate change,
But do you really want to know the real deal, Holyfield?
yeah.
Okay, so that's a good question. Okay, let's say in theory we know we find that okay, it's coming, y'all. It's about to hit the Earth. What y'all gonna do with only what? It's less than 29 days to live. What y'all gonna do?
I'm going to do everything illegal.
So she said purge.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Which state are you in again?
Oh, shoot. No more straight lace and following the book, please.
Okay. What about you, Courtney?
I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would. I wouldn't be a person that would try to prepare. I would definitely try to live out my last couple of days. So I'd probably be on some ratchet stuff.
Right, not legal.
Yeah. Straight up ratchet.
Hey, I think I would too, because I've been listening to a lot of Erica Banks, and y'all know that my spirit animal right now is Megan Thee Stallion. So I think I'm with you with the ratchet, Courtney. I'm with you.
Straight up.
What about you, Damo?
I will
29 days and counting.
29 days. So in 29 days, I will probably be my alter ego. No longer Dominique. No longer will use that name. I will probably be my alter ego, and I will probably live my best life. Probably be done with work. I will be done with work. And I will probably I don't know. I will probably get effed up, literally get effed up. Probably have gummies, probably have blunts, probably have gallons. I mean, you only got 29 days. I just want to live my best life, live it up, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
what
that's
was
what
that
I
movie
would do.
with Queen Latifah? What was that movie with Queen Latifah? She was getting ready to die. And she spent all
Holiday. Last holiday. Yes.
Holiday.
See, what you do is you do everything that you've been wanted to do for 28 days. On the 29th, you get down on your knees and start praying for forgiveness.
Ask for forgiveness.
Exactly.
You want to get through those pearly gates.
Yes.
Y'all funny. What about you, Tony? 29 days.
29 days. I think that last holiday situation, and then on the 28th day I would rest, and then the 29th day I would pray. Yes, I would definitely take that lead on that one, tracking with that situation, because I believe that is that's a good way to go out with a bang.
That do
No
sound
pun
like
intended.
So I guess what's another thing is what's like I always like to share fun facts about myself on Snapchat. What's some fun facts that you guys would like to share?
I've actually finally realized how to perfect my eyebrows. It took long enough, but I got it. It took me
Alright.
took long enough, but I got it. I'm so proud of
Sisters,
myself.
not twins, okay?
I know, right?
Yes, you always tell us that. And I've been following that too.
Oh man.
What about you, Tony? What's a fun fact?
Fun fact is, I actually like wearing the mask because when I want to say something that I
Oh,
shouldn't be saying, the mask kind of
yes.
makes me hold, and like hold. I be clenching my lips, and then my eyes, you can't tell that I'm upset. So I'm like, oh, I'm doing wonderful. HR is not been in my department recently, only because of this mask. So I'm grateful for this mask, and I'm thankful for it right now. Because sometimes these employees be coming in asking stupid questions. I'm like, breathe in, breathe out, but they can't see. They can't see my reaction. So they just think, oh, he's so calm. Yeah, I'm so calm.
You know, I definitely. I guess a fun fact about me now is I enjoy running now. Like I haven't ran since like 2003, maybe 2002, and now
Weren't we in school?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's the
Nice.
last time I ran, y'all. The way these old knees were set up, that's my knees is something that reminded me that I was in my 30s. But since I started running and I lost a lot of weight this year. Now I don't have those knee pains anymore and I can run. So that's a new fun fact. And I actually enjoy running. And I talked to a friend and they said what I'm experiencing is something called runner's high.
I'm back.
Yay!
I don't know what that was about.
Courtney, we back.
Okay,
Girl.
I'm back too. Can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Oh,
My other question, I'll put you guys in. I had asked, what's fun facts? Like, Courtney, what's a fun fact about you that you would like to share?
A fun fact about me? Let me say. I'm very spontaneous. I will go and do whatever. I'm not afraid. So maybe a daredevil?
Oh. So you would go on a helicopter ride?
Oh my God, yes.
See, I need somebody next time you in Texas, hit me up because I want to go on a helicopter ride.
I'm very, very spontaneous. And now with like everything going on, now I'm really into thinking like life is so short. So now I'm really like, I need to like do things that I want. Because I always be like, oh, I can do that. I would do that. But then I don't never do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
That is good.
That's good.
Ma, what's your fun fact?
hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Mhm.
lady.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Tony gone.
Well, we'll move on.
Please.
What's some advice, Ma, that you would give us? Because you're the elder. So what's advice that you would give to us?
Look, I don't have any advice for none of you people. Look, you all got to figure it out just like the rest of us. Just don't be stupid. That's my advice. Don't be stupid.
Oh, that's the advice. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, don't be stupid.
Oh, Lord. Cody, you were asking about fun facts. Do you have any fun facts that you would like to share, sir? Oh, that's another fun fact about me. I have decided that I'm no longer drinking. That's a fun fact.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have drank enough for a lifetime. And I'm very proud of this liver. Like, it really has put up a good fight, and I'm proud of it. And I really hope that the strength of my liver is the same strength that POTUS has with him today. Because I made it out. But yeah, no longer drinking. But I will partake in other things from the earth, such as cannabis. Like, let's not get crazy here, you guys. But yeah, no longer drinking for me. That's a fun fact.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Said she went from the
I,
kidney to the lung,
No,
girl.
no, I don't. But no, I haven't. Actually, right now I've been totally sober, y'all. Like I'm like super clean. But I'm
Oh
saying,
Lord.
like
Oh wow.
socially, like let's say it's a party going on, and
Mhm.
there's some cannabis around. I'm gonna hit. Like I'm gonna enjoy to partake. But day to day, no, it's completely sober.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to ask this question last week. What is one thing that you tolerated in your 20s that you will no longer tolerate in your 30s? I didn't get to ask this last week at the party.
I don't tolerate. This is just being very like I don't know. 2020 is like open puts the revelations in me. Like I just don't tolerate. Mine is just bad energy. Like I don't care who you are, even if you are family, you gotta go.
I like
Like
that.
you gotta go.
I agree.
that's smart. I like that.
And for me, it's more family that give you a headache. Well, this year, well, last year too, but this year it's like, yo, I can't keep trying to come save you and you pulling me into this negative energy that you got going on. Like, we gotta cut ties. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I have always said that family is overrated. Sometimes you got to leave some of those relatives and loved ones.
For me, I think I'm on the bandwagon of with Courtney. Get negative people out of my life. I would not
Yeah.
tolerate that no more. No, no, no.
Absolutely. You live longer, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. I just can't do it. It's just exhausting.
Yeah. So speaking of the name of this show, as we're getting older and we're learning more about ourselves, it's definitely positive things. One thing we do here at my job with my team, we do a grateful moment. We got to end on that grateful moment. You can't always be so negative that you can't see nothing. Like, come on now. There's got to be something you're grateful for, at least if it isn't just getting out the bed. Okay?
Right.
You know
Being in
what?
the land of the living.
I like that. I like that. You definitely need to have something to be thankful for
Yeah.
or grateful
So,
for. I like that. I try
grateful,
to.
thankful.
hello.
Yes, Dominic,
I
you
don't know
here?
what's going on. Yeah.
We were
Come on.
asking. We were asking. What's something that you tolerated when you were in your 20s that you will not tolerate in your 30s?
Um. Well, I don't want to say I tolerated it in my 20s, but in my 30s, just being negative, negativity. It's not something that I tolerated in my 20s, but I feel like I always took it as like a joke, like just being around friends when people are just making jokes about, each other. And it was just something that we just did when we were younger, and like we just never really took it personal. But in being in my 30s, I see, and I'm just being more oblivious to the negativity, especially like in a work environment and then like outside of the work environment, just in the community, in the world. It's just so much like negativity and so much bad energy. And you just realize how much it can affect you mentally. And you have to take a step back, in order to just kind of like, get within yourself, be within yourself, be with one. So I would probably say the negativity, like I can't, especially like in a work environment. I went through a whole thing with just negativity vibes, that negativity energy. Like it just took so much of my energy. And just the whole COVID thing, just being out of the work environment, I was able to just kind of like just get back to normal, get back to Dominique. Like, man, what like really happened, like, so definitely for sure negativity and loud talkers. I can't take people talking loudly.
Oh, shoot, how we hanging around each other?
I can take that.
But you know what? It's so funny you said that because I realized I'm a loud talker. I can't whisper to save my life.
You must
That's another,
know you
that's
haven't
another
talked
fun
very
fact about
loud
me.
to you haven't talked very loud around me or to me because I would have pointed it out. Believe me.
I feel like I'm a loud talker. I've heard people say, "Mom, you always say I'm a loud talker." You like,
Yes, you are. When you think you're whispering, no.
yeah, I can't whisper to save my life. Those are all facts. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it's unanimous. So we definitely got to keep the vibrations high. We're no longer tolerating negativity in our 30s. I think that's definitely dope. You know, is there anything that you did that you used to do in your 20s that you would no longer do in your 30s is another question.
I would say crack jokes. You know, like we used to crack jokes at each other. Like, man, we used to like go in. Like, I can't believe you wearing that. Like, but we would laugh, and you know, back in the day, like that was funny. But now, being my 30s, I don't think it's funny. Like, I don't think that was funny. You know, like I don't think it was right. So I would probably say just like those dabs at each other, like cracking jokes at each other. You know.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I've been on an apology tour for sure. Because I thought about I actually had a lot of time to think too, and yeah, those cracking jokes. Yeah, that's not. I partake in some ugly behavior, so no, for sure, I agree with that. For sure. What about you, Tony? All right, Tony.
I'm thinking.
What about
He got to
what
think.
about you, Courtney?
Mine is I just don't certain battles I just don't fight no more, and I won't entertain it. And like it goes back to like what I said, what I won't tolerate. It just goes back to that because it's like sometimes I'm so in tune with it. So right now with the negativity, like sometimes a person can walk in and I can
You can
see their
feel it,
negative
right?
energy before they
Yeah, you
even
can feel
open
it.
their
Yeah.
mouth. Yes. And then sometimes I don't know about, well, Dominique was talking about the workplace, but I had a workplace not this year but the year before where I'm not a bully, but for some reason it's just sometimes people are just intimidated by you for no reason. So they just come at you for no reason. It's like I'm not even going to entertain this because it's going to take so much energy out of me. And I don't want to be that person that get into the drama and that gets into the high school and to the I just don't got
Don't
time.
feed into
I don't
it.
got time.
Yeah.
Like I can't. It's no reason that I should come home talking about how these girls are acting at my job and my daughter, who's a teenager, talking about her. Like we both going back and forth about negative girls. Like wait a minute, I'm 30.
That's what
That's
makes
true. Yeah.
Something wrong with this picture.
That's exactly why I retired.
I wish I had that option sometimes. Throw in a towel. It's over. I'm done.
Yeah.
It was sad, and with me not entertaining it, it just worked out to where I just got moved to a completely different site, and my work day is relaxing. Just because I'm out of that negative space, it's just so nice.
The corporate world,
so nice.
Say it again, Mom.
I want to know if she was in the corporate world.
She is.
Yeah. And see, that's exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this year, I'm like, you know what? I can't deal with this crap. I'm done. I'm out because they would have been calling the police on me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's definitely a game. You gotta play the game. You gotta play that game. And I just didn't right now I just don't
Yeah,
play
because they're so phony. You know, you have some that are so much of an A-kisser and they run back and they tell everything they see or what they think they saw or heard, or it could be out of jealousy or they just unhappy individuals, you know? You know, you're trying to get the big boss's attention and it's so sad. It's just sad.
I agree.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It is. It is. Because we're all there. Well, for my job,
Exactly.
we're all there for a bigger cause that has nothing to
Exactly.
do with
And
me
I'm
or you.
always going
It
for
has
the
nothing
underdog.
to
And when
do
I
with
see
us.
people attacking, I don't give a who they are, attacking the underdog. See, then
Right.
that's when I sort of lose it. No, no.
See, and that's where I have to have
Yep.
that restraint because I'm used to bullying the bullier. Like I don't got no problem. It's like, no, I'm not even gonna be fighting people battles. Let me just, you know what?
Look, I
I
had
ain't doing it.
the woman over
Mm-mm.
HR tell me, well, Tamara, he's the owner. And I told her, I'm not allowing no one to speak to me any kind of way.
Right.
Yep. This job is
Mm-hmm.
not my beginning or my end. Kiss my you know what.
Mhm.
But you know what though? I think everyone should
Yes.
have that spirit because that's my company, the first one, my first baby. That's exactly it was made out of pure D anger. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I won't go into details what happened to me, but
Mm.
it's people who saw what happened to me and just after that, I'm like, you know what, I'm done with this because, like I said, like my famous quote, is I climbed the corporate ladder and I realized I was more into masonry. So I like to build things, and I'm happy. It was the best thing that ever happened to me, to be honest. Like being pushed out of corporate America was the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm happy to be able to, sit here. Now look, we get through every Sunday, talk to friends, chit chat, talk
Yep.
smack. This is fun. This is life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I won't tolerate the negativity. Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to Tony. Tony,
Yeah.
what's your view?
Now I'm all aligned with what you guys were talking about, but my biggest one recently is living in lack, because I'm like, you know what,
Mm-hmm.
it's always preached as a Christian or that, hey, you gotta suffer. Whoa, 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 whoa. If we believe in God and we supposed to have what we
Mm-hmm.
say and we're
Mm.
supposed to be prosperous, why only certain people are that and then the other ones? That's because some people have made up in their mind, and guess what? Will not live in lack.
Yep.
Each and every day I might have a financial challenge here and there, but ever since I kind of made up in my mind, I'm like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I sitting up here, robbing Peter to pay Paul when I tap into a source that apparently never runs dry. So
Yep.
then why I need to
Mm-hmm.
start purposing my words and starting to
Yes.
ensure that I am, saying the right things,
Mm-hmm.
speaking
Mhm.
positive instead of
Yeah.
going straight, into that negative situation or saying, well, woulda, coulda, shoulda. No, what can I do?
Yep.
Those three things that I can control: my work ethic, my knowledge, and my attitude. And between those three things, like ever since, within the last like 6 months, like I went, no, not was poor, but it was just a different mindset because
Yep.
I've always been a
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
black man working. Okay, I've been a BMW ever since y'all probably knew me. You just didn't
Yes.
know. I was
Mhm.
riding that red Eclipse, but I was a
Right. Right.
BMW. But I had
Yes.
to really
Right.
change it up and really have that aha moment to say, okay,
Yes.
Tony, guess what? Every day you get up, and I will
Mhm.
never be broke a day in my life because why? I have what I say, and you stand on it, and you have that faith to believe it.
Mhm.
Yes.
And it
Yep.
don't matter who you believe in, but guess what? If you believe in yourself, that's half the battle
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'm so glad you said that because I've been telling people we really have to watch our speech and since I've watched my speech, my
Mm-hmm.
life dramatically. Like I'm running, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have no headaches. What the high blood pressure's going like it's amazing. You really have to watch your speech, and I'm so happy you brought that up, Tony, because it's not about just religion. Everyone knows, like I don't associate with any religion, but it doesn't matter. Like even if you don't, you can be
Mm-hmm.
an atheist, you whatever. This is what you said, dead on. You can change lives, absolutely.
Right. You got to
Yep.
have peace of mind.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like
Mm-hmm.
that. That was great. That was really great.
Mhm.
Yeah, Tony with the
That was good,
gems.
Tony.
I guess I still
Yeah.
haven't paid Tony, y'all, so we still ain't get no
No
commercials or something like that.
commercials.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The mail system is all jacked up, y'all. Hey, do you take PayPal or Cash App? You know, I miss our commercials. He gave us a gem. He left.
Yeah, he's gone. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. But you know what? We only do a power hour. I guess, is there anything else that, you know, this has been a very positive, relaxing show. Like, I really enjoyed this show. Is there anything that, you know, anybody want to bring up or ask or talk about or anything before we cut on out for the night?
Yes. When you have a person of my, I don't want to say age, but maturity, you got to have better questions.
Okay, what question? Okay, what would you like to
I mean, seriously, you talking about what you did in your 20s, you wouldn't do in your 30s.
Okay. What? I asked you to give us some advice. You said you had no advice for us.
I don't.
Okay, so what did you want to what's something you learned, Mom? What you're in your 60s. What is something that you know, or you give us some wisdom, something.
Some wisdom.
Yeah, give us some wisdom.
You know, I don't know if this is considered wisdom, but what you guys are going through now is like nothing. Because as bad as you think it is, you don't figure out this till later. It's really not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
At all. And it's in regards to people who, the older you get, the less people you want to even associate with. That sounds a little negative, but it's the truth. As you get older, it's much easier for you to see the BS.
Mm-hmm.
And holding on to those childhood friendship, you're lucky if you come out with just having one. Like, I have one friend for all of these years. Everybody else then dropped off to the wayside for a lot of different reasons. And peace of mind is everything. You shouldn't have.
I do have a question for you, though. How did you balance everything out? Work, family, having your social life. If you had a social life, how did you balance everything out?
Oh, he lead, I follow. That's God. He leads, I follow. Simple as that. We tend to overthink. You know, why did this person say this? Why did this person do that? Why did this happen to me? Why?
Do you think we overthink because we're females, or?
No, it's age.
Okay.
Men do the same thing. They do the same thing, you know. Well, it's a little different with men because they are led by so many more so physical than mental. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They need help. But you know, as you mature, you become wiser. That's the truth. That's the truth. And when you think everything is falling apart, why isn't this going this way? Why did so-and-so say this or do that? That's not for you to figure out. Who cares? Yeah.
We put way too much pressure on ourselves.
I like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's the one thing that's been the most rewarding in your life, Ma?
Oh, my job. That was, oh my goodness. I love my job, helping people and listening to their struggles, them coming from different countries, you know, from Africa, from Vietnam, from China, from the Philippines, all of that, listening to their stories and think to myself, and I thought I had problems. No.
Anything else, Ma, since you said our questions was whack?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Tony, you missed it. My mom said that we should have had better questions for her because we had a mature person and we gave some immature questions.
Yikes.
So is there anything, Tony, that you would want to ask an older woman today?
What would you, with the current climate that we're in, any words of wisdom? Because that's the thing that comes along with
We just
age.
talked about that.
Oh Lord, well, I ain't here. I want to hear. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, he wasn't here, Ma. So let Tony know what you told us.
Oh, I don't remember what I said verbatim, but in this climate, you got to filter out the noise. You just do you. Be the best person that you can be. And when you come across individuals that are negative, always complaining and all of that, you pretty much got to push them to the side as though they don't exist. Otherwise, you will walk around with an attitude 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have a question, and piggybacking off of that, wanted to know, what would you say to these millennials? Because I believe half of the millennials on this phone call, we were reared up with the old school type of but we're millennial, but with some sense and some common sense that you teach over time and as a young person. But what would you say to some of these millennials that it happened my way, it's my way, I'm living it, and they just do whatever, it's terrible.
There's not much you can say to them. They have to get around people that will lift them up and bring them to a different level in life. That's only if they willing or even want to get to that level. Otherwise, all you can do is, like I do, shake my head, say a little prayer, and keep on moving.
Yeah, like my mom was outraged by seeing because she's in Houston too with me. And she saw the young girls with the blue hair and the lashes.
What's your take on the eyelashes?
Yeah, what's your take on the eyelashes? Yeah.
How you feel about the eyelashes?
That's a shit show. Give me a break.
Oh my gosh.
They look like they can fly if they blink their eyes fast enough.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh.
So what you're saying is a flying smurf.
Yes.
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 Yep.
Nah.
Yeah, it's just there. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It is, and I blame it on the parents and for these kids that are involved with gang banging, slinging drugs, and all of that. I blame it on the parents, and I really feel that the government should start holding them accountable for their children's behavior, because usually that's a reflection on the parent. So if you have a child and you know that child is gang banging, but that child is bringing me money, so what? This child is disrespectful, want to walk around with his pants hanging down, and the girls is got everything hanging out, and the parents do not address that. I think that these parents should be held accountable for these kids up to the freaking age of 50 if they live that long. Because this is your fault.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
50.
Yeah. I don't think parents are involved enough. Honestly, I don't.
But some of them, some of these kids, it's just, some of the kids in the gang banging comes with just the funding around the environment. And
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Because
wait, Mom. We have to let Courtney speak. Courtney, can you please finish your thought?
Okay. Okay, Courtney, go ahead.
I was just saying, I understand what you're saying. Like, the parents should be held accountable. Yes, I do feel that. But I think some of them are out there with no guidance.
I agree.
babies having babies. I don't think it's no funding for them. There's nothing for them to do. There is just, I mean, it's just nothing. I mean, like for my kid, she literally goes to school. She stays at school after school. After school, she's looking for a job. Like she has no time, like literally no time to be outside. Like right now, she has no time. Like I literally have to make an appointment to see her because she's booked. But that's because around this environment, they have so much going on at her school and in that community that just keeps her busy. And I feel like some of those low income communities, they don't have a lot of things for those kids to do. And I really hate that they took those curricular activities away from them in Illinois. I hate that so much for them because they're going to be bored.
Okay.
They're going to be so bored.
All right. Here we go.
I'm buckle my seatbelt.
Okay. This goes back to the parents. Because if you were so freaking concerned about your child, there's nothing for them to do. What the hell are you doing? How come you ain't coming up with ways for them to do something? You can buy a bus pass and go outside of that little bubble to get them involved in anything. You know, whether you're taking them to the museum or a library or, I don't know, something. In the 1980s, I was in Harvey. And I remember Tashi was a little bitty thing. I walked across the street and saw a man pissing up against the wall. I'm like, nope, we out of here. We're out. So if someone really have it in them to get out of a bad situation, they will find a way, period.
Which goes back to what Tony was saying. You got to tap in and watch your speech. You
do what you got to do.
Yeah, I do agree with that one. But I'm just going to go with people who aren't that deep. And this is what I think. I think, and what I've noticed is that I blame it on the amount of time parents are working at home. If we can fundamentally get the family unit together, like if we can get a work-life balance, because a lot of people are working 80 hours. Like, Courtney, I commend you. Like, I don't know how I could work and have a kid. Like, that's tough right now. Like, at least, it takes a village to me to raise kids. Like, everyone I know who has kids right now, especially right now, because you homeschooling, the paying, all type of stuff is going crazy. I just kind of feel like that we need to find a way that people don't have to be at work so much. I feel like parents are too much at work because these wages aren't enough to live on. Like,
what? More people need to follow Courtney in you all's age group. Because it sounds like you work an 8-hour day shift or whatever, and you got your kid, and your kid is doing this and doing that. Your kid is doing that, following your instructions, following the way that you raised her. You doing what you have to do to make sure that she's doing what she does.
I just think a lot of homes just don't have structure now. There's just no structure. And then I've been in and out of homes because I do, case management. I run a program. Courtney too. So we've been in and out of homes. Like a lot of these homes just have no rules. They have no values. They have no structure.
So how do you help them?
So with me, I run a program with dads. So we literally have to go back to the basics with a lot of these fathers. Literally have to go to the basics. Like, we have to provide hands-on assistance. Like, they don't even know how to fill out an application or how to complete a resume. They don't even know what a portfolio is. They don't even know how to search for a job. Like, we literally have to go back to the basics with parenting education, like hands-on parenting education.
Okay, but they're open to that, right?
They are, and we do have dads who are open to that, and there are some fathers who are not, though. There are some fathers who we have to get them to the point where they become compliant. At first, they're non-compliant, but we try to engage them, and we really engage them, and they get to the point where they are compliant. They want to be a part of their kids' lives, but they do realize, like, this is the norm. This is the norm for me. This is what I was taught when I was, their age. Like, this is normal for me, but me having these classes is actually allowing me to realize, like, there are some things I don't know. There are some things I do need help on, and I'm willing to learn. So I feel like being in social service, working with a lot of these families that are low income, this is their normal. This is their normal.
And see, what gives you hope is the fact that you have some that are open to that.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm talking about the ones that are not. They want to stay exactly where they are. And I had one family, can't mention their name, but Tashi, you know who I'm talking about, where she made it a point to try to bring her kids down to the level of her sad life.
Mhm.
And I talk to them kids, it's 7 of them. Listen to their hopes and dreams and me telling them, you know, you go do it. You go do it. You know, so when you have either the parent or a child who is open to listening, getting suggestions with how I go about this, I mean, that's like, but for the ones,
oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, for the ones who, well, is a lost cause, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's all our responsibility. It's all our responsibility to lift everybody up. Like, if one thing to take away from this show, I hope anybody listening, like, don't think that smile that you gave somebody is something small. Don't think that the words of encouragement is falling on deaf ears. Like, you just never know. Like, it's our responsibility, especially right now, because it's so negative and it's so down. We have to lift each other up, and you have to encourage each other. And if somebody asks for help, you stop what you're doing and you help to the best of your ability. It's our responsibility.
Right.
Yep.
Right, exactly. And when you realize you have a parent that wants their kids to be to be like you, not going nowhere in life, those parents need to be held responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that, because I got recently in Florida, I did get a microdermabrasion, and this lady when that was doing it, she was in her 40s. She said she's going back to school. I said, "What got you into this business?" Because of course she wanted to talk, and I just wanted her to do my face, but I felt that she needed to vent, because it was you could feel her vibe pulling down, and she was like, "Well, nobody really encouraged me as a child. They never told me I could amount to anything great."
It's
And I was
sad.
like, "Oh
It is
Lord,"
so
I'm like,
sad.
and this wasn't no woman of color either. So it's like, oh Lord. So it does take that village, and it kind of goes back to what Mom was talking about. Like, literally, it starts with that foundation. And if you have cracks in it, or if you don't have a solid foundation, I'm so sorry. When that storm comes, it's gonna pull up any roots or any crack in that foundation. It's gonna whatever on the outside is gonna come in. So for people out there, I just really want you to know it starts with that good foundation. And sometimes some people don't have a good foundation, but you got to dig up, fix the crack. Like you said, you were living in Harvey, saw the man peeing. You made a decision to, hey, we got to fix this. And sometimes people don't want to take that ownership and say, okay, what can I control? And right at that moment, you control where you lived at, okay? And you moved and you made it happen. And you sometimes have to take a step back and be like, okay, all right, what can I control in here? Even if you would have had to live in your car, you had to do what you had to do, but you don't want to just stay there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you're in that moment, but then you gotta move on.
But what about those who can't, leave that environment? What
There's
about
no
those?
such thing as can't, though.
I do not accept I don't
can't.
accept the word can't.
Yep.
No. Not in the vocabulary.
Yeah. That goes back to your beliefs.
It goes back to the parent. It goes back to the parent, like she said, because she is instilling in her children that, hey, we don't can't is not in the vocabulary. Did you watch what's that movie called with the sisters, the Clark sisters? She said, blasphemy. What you up here? We do not use the word can't up in this house.
That's right.
What if they're comfortable in that environment? And what if they're thriving in that environment and they're doing well in that environment?
Well, that's like apple and oranges. Leave them where they at.
Yeah. I mean,
because they're happy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But like I know, I didn't realize now that, especially this year, I realized that I am lucky that I was raised in an environment. My mom is, you guys can see, like, she has no sympathy for can't. There is no can't. Y'all see, you guys can clearly see why I ended up where I am. Like, you can clearly see now. But It's
Yeah,
but what I've noticed is that ain't, I'm with you, Dominic. That ain't everybody's storyline, and that's why that's why it's my due diligence. That's why I stay out here and I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm not going back. Is because I need everyone to see me. Like, hey, you seen where I was at? Y'all seen me get fired? You seen this happen to me? And I'm keep going. Like, so I have to be a billboard for those who didn't have a mom like I did. So that's why
that's why I posed that question for those who say they can't.
Yeah.
What can we do? What can we
it comes
do
with the mind.
This is what we can do. What we can do is we have to walk it like we talk it. Period. And
be the example.
You have to be an example.
We have to walk it like we talk.
Right. 100%, and give examples.
Yep.
And tell them to stop saying can't. Yes. You can.
And what I tend to do is I repeat back what people say. That's been working. I mean, I've lost people say now that they don't like it, but I just repeat back to what people. Because the bottom line is, if you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It comes with just having a certain mindset.
Well, between my two daughters and all of their ideas, and trust me, they done had someone that come off the wall, and I always agree. Okay. Okay. You gotta try. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't tell them what I really think about it, but okay.
Yeah. Sometimes she does. Sometimes she does. Sometimes she does. Well,
can I end the show with one question?
Yes.
So this is kind of a light question, but which TV show, if you had to play a role as an actor in a TV sitcom, which TV sitcom would you choose and why?
That's a great question.
Yes, it is.
That's gonna take some
time.
I get mad.
Go ahead, Tony.
Okay, I want to be Fresh Prince. I want to be Fresh Prince.
Go ahead, Tony.
He was like.
I want to be Amy in The Big Bang Theory.
Okay, all right.
I want to be Ari in Game of Thrones.
Ooh. But that's not a sitcom.
She said this TV show.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's Boss.
I don't want to be any specific character on a TV show, but I would like to guest star in Girlfriends. It's one of my
love that show.
Yeah. And you know what? I was looking. You know how they put a lot of older TV shows on Netflix and Hulu. So Girlfriends is one of them. Moesha is another one. So I just kind of been binge watching them. But what I realized when I was
I like that.
That's
one.
another one. What I realized when I was younger, a lot of these episodes, a lot of these topics, I never really paid attention to until now that I'm kind of binge watching them. And they're talking about politics. They're talking about race. They're talking about relationships that at a young age, I don't know if you guys really were in tune and really listened to what they were saying, but they were really spitting some really good knowledge.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to pick it up on that.
Yes.
I gotta go look at that. My daughter, she's just starting to binge watch Moesha. And she came into me and
some of the stuff, some of the things that we're going through now, I never realized that people people our age now were going through the same things. But living in Linwood, I've never really saw that side, never really saw outside of that bubble that we were in, until now, which is crazy.
Exactly.
It's
kind of
crazy.
It's kind of like Smart Guy. Remember they had the white girl watching all of the black people came to the restaurant, and the owner of the business was a black man.
Yes.
It was I'm like, oh, that was years ago.
Yes.
Back when Sister was out, and but Sister was kind of dumb. But because I was watching that for a minute, because I'm like, this is dumb. But Lisa was funny. I give her that.
Yeah, I like.
Well, you know what? I think about you guys growing up in Linwood. At least I know Damo, Tony, Oh, Courtney.
I did too.
Yeah, Courtney.
Tashi.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Me too.
Linwood, you all had the type of childhood that you see on TV.
I agree.
Oh,
And
Lord.
so many people from Linwood have really made it in life.
I agree.
And I remember when Tashi was always calling into B96. I don't know how she got through.
Oh, y'all all stayed
Okay.
winning. I did.
Oh,
I
Lord.
did.
Yes, Tashi.
That's
Yes.
And I remember
Yes.
driving to work one morning, listening to B96, and they had this thing, where are the best looking girls? And they said Linwood.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, okay.
I remember that.
no lies detected.
Oh,
But if you
God.
think about a lot of the people that came out of Linwood and what they're doing, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there were some dope people.
We're
We
kind
do
of
know
a big
some
deal.
dope people.
Yeah, you guys were special. Linwood
Yeah.
was special.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see like so many people are so successful, you know, like that we grew up with. Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah, we
unreal.
Yes.
It's kind of unreal. Like that. Yeah.
professional athletes.
Yeah.
And people got some Super Bowl rings. You know, like, we got
Crazy.
meteorologists. Like, this is dope.
Exactly.
Girl.
It's amazing to me. And artists, don't forget about
Oh yeah, Quentin.
yeah, we have
Yeah.
artists from there. And
Mhm.
when I think back to when you guys were growing up, going to play in the cornfield and riding your bikes, that was your form of transportation. Yeah,
Mhm.
you guys had a good childhood.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Our bikes was
Yes, it was.
a big deal. Going to PK's.
PK's wasn't there. It's white. What was it?
No,
7-Eleven or White Hen?
No, it was PK's by that time.
Yeah.
No,
No,
PK's
yes, it
came
was.
later.
Pantry.
No, it was
PK's
by then.
Pantry. PK Pantry.
Yeah, well,
Woo woo.
And
oh my
and
goodness.
woo-woo.
I hate it when they put woo-woos there. I absolutely hated it.
But have you
Woo-woo. That sounds so stupid.
have you been back since before you left to go to Texas?
Yeah. Yeah.
Changed,
And it
right?
breaks.
It's changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart.
It's not even
But
the same. Not at all.
no,
Nope.
not at all. Not at all. But it's still a clean community, you know.
Yeah, it's clean.
It is clean.
Yeah. You know, it's just the little mall that we know where it used to be, well, okay. I remember White Hen Pantry before it turned to PK Pantry.
No, it was
Wait,
White Hen.
Ma.
Yeah,
It
before.
never even was White Hen Pantry. It was 7-Eleven, and then it was PK's Pantry.
Oh, White Hen Pantry was in Lansing by the
And-
school.
Lansing.
Oh,
Yeah,
right
by
on the
the school.
corner. You're
Yeah.
right. On
Yeah.
Torrance. Exactly.
Oh, by Burger
Exactly.
King. Burger
You know,
King.
I remember that with the cleaners being there and everything. And
That's where that
it was a rural, somewhat area. And I remember having such an attitude when I learned that the mayor wanted to bring public transportation to Linwood. I'm like, oh, shit. That's the end of it.
But see, wait a second. This is what if the public people made it to Linwood that wouldn't otherwise get there. So the public transportation may have saved a life. They got somebody.
Oh, hecky no. I moved out to Linwood and had to buy a car. No.
These are the comments that I just want to highlight. That's all.
I got a question though, guys. What was your curfew though? Like, what time did you guys have to be in the house? In middle school. In middle school. What time did you guys have to be in the house? Was it
what Tony said?
Was it a time that you have to be in the house?
In middle school, what Tony said. After school,
After school.
Yeah.
And you ain't had nothing to do.
Yeah.
If you didn't have, if you weren't going to one of those meets or whatever, you know, because Tashi was on every freaking thing, you had to be in the house by the street lights.
Yes, thank you. Yes, the street lights. Yes,
Street light.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
yes, the street lights. Now y'all
Yes.
know mama said be in the house before them street lights. Come on.
Yeah.
That's
It
right.
was the street lights. Yeah, it was the street lights.
You know mine did.
Yes, I don't care what. Nope. in-house for the street lights come on. That was the rule.
That's right.
That was the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
And even
Mm-mm.
if we were like, but I'm at Dominique house, or I'm over here
No.
at Cubanita house.
Street lights.
No.
We have to have
I'm
Cupid
all
on
in
the
hell.
show.
Oh yeah, we do. Yes. Oh my God, that's so funny. Y'all remember the Linwood skating rink though?
I want to go
Yes.
back.
Before
I wish I could have my
it was
birthday
on
party
TV.
there.
Oh,
Before it was on
yeah.
The lock.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Now that Tashi's an adult, how did you
Spend
feel
the night
about
up in
those
there?
overnight skates? The lock-in.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, I was fine with that. I knew exactly where she was.
Oh my God.
Oh, shoot.
So hey, if I throw a birthday party, because the world is closed now, but let's say the world opens up next year and I have my 35th birthday redo, would y'all come into the skating rink in Linwood? Because that'd be a fun birthday party.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have
Oh
a road
my God,
bounce.
yes.
Yeah, but I ain't getting on
Remember how
those
we
skates
skated.
like last
Yes.
time. Oh no. No, I'm too old. Oh no. I woke up that next morning from the last time we went skating with Gerard and that stuff.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Oh Lord.
I forgot about that. That's the last time
That was I was like I'm still feeling that soreness. Lord.
And why
Oh my
me and
God.
Tony probably only went around twice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good
Okay,
time.
well.
Good time.
Mhm.
Well, you
Good
guys,
time.
you know, I always leave room at the end of the show to plug anything. Does anybody want to plug something that's going on? Give any positive words of encouragement, anything like that?
Sit down.
312 Realty.
What? It's 32.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, 32. I thought it was 312.
Lord.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Lord.
Put some respect on my name. Last week it was Happy Birthday, Devon. And this week is 312 Realty. Lord, which ain't a bad name, though. That's not a bad name for someone out there. It's enough room for everybody.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Tony's hilarious. But no, yeah, always, yeah. If we're hiring Northwest Indiana, we're also hiring in Houston. You can go on my website or you can go to LinkedIn to apply, 32 Realty. And it's one word, you guys, 32, all spelled out. And also, if you need any customized digital content or any type of regional content created or website building, you can go to www.tashaentertainmentmedia.com. There's your one commercial for the night.
That's TashaMedia.com.
You heard it first.
Oh my God.
Well, I want to thank you all. Courtney, you have to come back. Please come back. I had fun. Did you have fun, Courtney? You there?